Hunger. Cold. Suffering is our constant companion until death. This world may cry out in agony, but the fires of change cannot be extinguished. The night will come to an end. And in the light, the world you've longed for shall be revealed. A world in which you'll never struggle to survive. Where peace and prosperity are within our grasp. When you are fed by your faith, you will feel no hunger. When you feel the embrace of your people, the cold will lose its bite. Forge ahead. Light a path to a brighter future. You will live to see this world reborn. We'll make sure of that. Ah, there you are. You're the mayfly, right?
Not just that. How did you get into the sanctuary? All paths here should be closed off. I was sure of that.
Of course, V. You're not wrong. They should be closed off. This sanctuary is quite well concealed. Those from other planes, mortals, even great ones, none can perceive it. But me? Well, I'm like that lovely girl here. I'm able to move between many worlds. In short, there's no place I can't reach. My name's Igna Sinclair, leader and founder of the Vultures. Have you heard of me? Maybe not, but it doesn't matter, because you and I are destined to meet. In a land of frozen snow and burning lava, we'll form quite a unique bond. Now, will you excuse me? I'd like to find the young lady here. She must be looking forward to meeting me. Ha! You didn't let me down. You're not scared by a little trick. That's right. I haven't been able to find my way in here properly yet. Right now, I'm just giving you a glimpse, a tease of what I can do. But you'll see soon enough. I prepared a special gift in the mountains of North Nalcott. The North will soon be under my control. After that, I will find my way here to meet you in person. So, will you come stop me?
Do you think we're idiots? This is clearly a trap.
Yes, it's a trap, I admit it. But if you don't come, we'll crush any survivors, conquer all of Nalcott, and from there, many other worlds. Although if you do come, well, nothing will change. I'll swat you down, Mayfly, and have no trouble ripping off your wings to add to my collection.
Well, now I feel like he's trying to scare you off. You know, maybe we should go show him the error of his ways.
I can't wait. Soon enough, you'll guide me to the door of this sanctuary. I'll be waiting for you, so come find me up in the mountains of the north. And if you don't, I'll come find you. Human beings have always created. The means of their own submission. Voluntarily blinding themselves to the rules that dominate them. Their base instincts have remained frozen, unchanging. But now, we shall spark a new flame. We shall torch the old hypocrisies and light a new way forward. And in our wake, a cold peace shall prevail.
Powerful, otherwise he wouldn't have found us, let alone reached us. How much of what he said is true? North Nulcott. I know it's full of ice and snow with a harsh climate, but besides that, what awaits us there? Let's go talk to Mitsuko first. She must know something.
That man, Ignis Sinclair. You've already talked to him, haven't you? Yes, and I'm afraid he's not bluffing. That man's growing in power. Not only that, he has the vultures under his command. The future, all possible futures, could really belong to him.
Hey, calm down. Mitsuko, I know you're afraid, but I've never seen you so panicked. It seems he really left you shaken.
That's right. He is also a meta. Ambitious and talented. Even through his shadow, I could clearly feel it. He really might succeed. The North falling into his hands thanks to his living weapons. All those who resist wiped out. I saw it. It was horrifying. From there, things might get worse. Igna covets more than one world, and this is his next target. I'm not sure if I can stop him. He craves so much power. Well, just be aware. Igna's expecting that. After all, that's why he appeared before you and V. He's luring you there to take you on early. Maybe you'll stop him, but maybe he'll claim a total victory.
Well, at least he's honest. He didn't hide his intentions. Besides, if we don't go, his victory is a sure thing. Really, what else can we do? Just give up and let him win?
I'm glad you're still so optimistic, my friends. But watch out. It will be a difficult battle, and you'll be fighting it in a strange, harsh land, one you've never been to before. Thankfully, I can sense something else. Some variables that might help, including new friends. When it comes to the North, just be careful. That's all I ask. I hope you'll succeed, and that we'll see each other again soon, after this storm has passed.
We'll land on a bunch of deviants. Safe landing. Quick, let's scan the area. Make sure it's safe here and we'll work on what to do next. Okay, now, want to hear my advice? Hey, this is serious. You've got to pay attention. The temperature here, it's dangerously low. You'll need to keep yourself warm. Keep an eye on your real-time body temperature. The cold can affect your physical condition, so you can't sit still too long. And you'll need to find ways to stay warm. One of our best options is obviously building a fire. After that, you can also cook food to warm your body, and make gear to ward off the cold. But first, we'll need to set up camp. Look for dry logs nearby, as well as gravel we can use. Great. Nice work. Now, we've got enough wood and stone. All we need to do is find a small clearing and we can set up camp. The camp's looking nice. I have to admit, you're always good with your hands. Next step, we'll need to light a fire in the wilderness. A torch. Once it's made, hold it tightly. It won't just light your way, but it will also raise your body temperature a little. Feel a little warmer thanks to the torch? Of course, that's not enough. You'll need to eat, too. Some food will help warm you up. Like, for example, something spicy. When we made our landing, I saw something red growing on bushes nearby. It looked hearty and perfectly edible, so let's find it. That meal may not be high cuisine, but it's just what we need. Now, let's move on. Thick clothes, shoes, and hats will help you cope with the cold. We'll need more material to craft winter gear. We should go scavenge for them. Did you see any abandoned buildings nearby? Put on your winter gear. Then we can talk about what we do next. Good. We've survived the northern cold for the time being, but this is just our starting point. What do you plan to do next? Sure, and then after that, simply walk up to him and take him out. Much as I wish, it's not going to be that simple. We're talking about the leader of the vultures. That man's got a whole army behind him. And if he's as capable as he seems, he'd be hiding in a heavily guarded den somewhere. Defeating him on our own sounds nice, but I don't think it's possible. That said, you mentioned finding someone nearby. That's a good first step. The vultures might not have taken over the entire area yet. If there are other survivors, we could get information from them. Maybe even support. Before we landed, I could see a manned outpost over in the distance. We'll just need to see for ourselves. Is it occupied by vultures or other survivors? Either way, let's go find out. I've marked the location on your map. Sort out your things, and let's go when you're ready.
you a friend or foe? You have one chance. Identify yourself. There are 20 guns aimed at you. Once more, I'll ask. Wait, aren't you a mayfly? Come on over. Warm up by the campfire. I've got hot drinks and food. Just don't reach for your weapons. Our guns are still trained on you. Huh. So it's true. You are a mayfly. Right, that thing. Your big, weird backpack? I've always wondered why mayflies carry them around. But that doesn't matter. You're a mayfly, so you're welcome here, old friend. I'm guessing you've never been to the north before? And never met up with the column either, right? That's my bad, sorry. I assumed you've been in contact with us, like the mayflies used to be. I should introduce myself properly. I'm Maisley Torres, commander of this recon detachment. My men and I are soldiers of the column. And you? Really? Mind telling me how you wandered this way? And also to do what? This region isn't safe, so I'd like to know why you're here. I'm gonna ignore that bird thing. But you say you came here to eliminate Igna? As in Igna Sinclair, the leader of the Vultures? If that's right, then we really are allies. The column's been battling the Vultures for months, and our situation's been getting worse. We need every friend we can get. If that friend is a mayfly, that's even better. Although, honestly, even though you're a mayfly, we still don't know you. And trust isn't something that can survive on words alone. So, mayfly, if I had a job for you, would you be willing to take it on? Great, I was hoping you'd say that. Well, pay attention. There's a place called Whalebone nearby. It's a settlement built by the column. It's got both soldiers and civilians. And of course, it's also facing deviants, deviations, and other threats. I'll give you the location and a letter of introduction. Find Axel and show it to him. He's in charge there and will have a suitable job for you. You'll also be able to find a warm place to sleep, more food, and other necessities there. Then we can consider working together more closely to take down the Vultures and Igna. All right. Let's start with that. You can head to the settlement first. I hope I'll hear soon about what a great job you've done.
So, this must be Whalebone. Obviously, we don't need to ask how this place got its name. What I don't understand is how a whale ended up this high in the mountains in the first place. The people of the column look quite energetic, though. Maybe a bit tired, but still very spirited.
Hey, excuse me. Please watch your step around here. Yes, that's me. But I'm not really the proper leader of Whalebone. It's just that we lost our previous leadership here, and amazingly enough, I was next on the chain of command. I'm actually a botanist. You know, those cockcomb flowers that can swallow deviants? They were an accidental result of my research. I have been trying to develop weapons from potatoes and peas, but really, I don't know anything about warfare. Maisley sent you? Ah, well, I could certainly use your help. Research, management, all kinds of things are piling up. But I've got to hang in there, for the sake of the column. As for her letter... well, Maisley says you should be someone we can trust. I hope you'll be able to prove her right. Also, you can handle deviants and deviations, right? Because we've got no shortage of those. And I've heard mayflies are supposed to be quite skilled. Whalebone is currently plagued by threats, so your help is much needed. You can start with me. I've got an urgent matter on my hands, one that's caused me no end of worry. I've been hoping that someone would come to our aid, especially with all the terrible deviants and deviations out there. We have no shortage of brave fighters, but when it comes to Stardust, bravery isn't enough. I've got a rather serious issue on my hands. I was hoping... No, I'm begging you to help. Well, with temperatures dropping as drastically as they have, fuel consumption in Whalebone has gone through the roof. We discovered there was an untouched stash of oil at Fisker Harbor, so we dispatched a team to recover it for us. But I just received a distress call. The team says they're under attack and are currently trapped in the harbor. Time may already be running out for them, and the rest of our forces are stretched too thin to help. That's right. I can offer you a good reward. I can help. I sent that team there. Now they're in danger. I can't just sit idly by. I'm sorry. Actually, I've never used a gun before. I don't want to get in your way. I'll mark the location of the harbor for you, but be careful. Judging by the distress call, it sounds like something strange is going on over there. Oh, I realized I almost forgot. What's your name? My team is in your hands.
A pleasure as always, my friend. Guess what? I have heard of another interesting deviation right here in Vina Fjord. I am curious about that myself. All I know now is a once joyful amusement park, Wishland West, has been occupied by the Duskin. You have not heard of them? Fearsome things, darker than night itself. Rosetta always tussled with them and discovered they cannot be hurt by ordinary means. Fascinatingly, under their shadowy forms, you can see they were something else originally. Some entity must have transformed them. All in all, the park now belongs to the Duskin. Even many of the buildings and rides have become literal shadows of their former selves. Naturally, I think there must be a deviation involved, although I admit that is speculation on my part. Of course, you are the only person I can count on for such a chilling task. Besides, there is an extra benefit. The park is well located. If you get through, it can serve as a shortcut between Vina Fjord and Onyx Tundra. That said, it will not be easy, so do not expect to go too gently into that good night.
Now, you've got a grip on combat, right? We'll have to take on more difficult tasks, and you'll need better weapons. Unlock your memetics and build a workbench and equipment bench in your territory. That should take us to the next level. Oh, the tasks are all listed together. Very well organized. I'm sure we can help with some of them. The rewards won't be amazing, but they'll help us understand what's going on here. It's a good way to grow stronger more quickly.